this might be, I mean, like this is just out, like this is a question I'm having for the first time that's like completely out of my domain. Like it's more Damon or yours probably, but let's say like also I realize I'm wearing an OpenAI shirt, which is unfortunate given the inflammatory discourse. The dialogue around OpenAI is pretty negative right now. Like there's even conversations about how like there's OpenAI shares on the secondary markets that no one's buying, which is really surprising to me. Like I really wouldn't have expected that to like ever happen. Like I assume if you could like put any money on, if you had the opportunity to put money on a horse in this race, you would, you know? And the fact that there's like stale OpenAI shares out on market is really unusual to me. But that being said, like you say like that supply and demand will kind of like if their demand goes away, that someone else would fill it. I agree, like in the long horizon. But the question to me is like, I don't have a sense of how quickly money moves around to new players because right now it is at least fairly oligarchic in regards to who needs that much compute. You know, because there's just fundamentally not that many labs or that many teams that have traction that needs like, we need to process this much data, right? It's like OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, of course, maybe Meta with their new closed source initiative. XAI fully owns their stack, so they're probably not going out to external demand or external supply. Like, I can't imagine that Thinking Machine Labs, they probably have some level of like founder aura. Same with SSI, that they could go raise a gigantic round, but filling the sort of supply that OpenAI was ready to fill seems like it wouldn't happen so quickly. You know, like it feels like there would still need to be like some level of like a regime change for that level of like committed infrastructure spend to get filled in my eyes. Is that something that still matches the timeline anyway? Maybe, but it seems to me as like an open question.